Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one of Hoggie's beer reviews. And to be honest with you guys, this may just be the last official Hoggie's beer review video on YouTube. I'm thinking of changing the format. This is review number 280, and I think it might be time for something different. I will keep coming at you with beer, Hoggie's beer, one way, shape, or another, but I'm not sure yet. But before I change things up and come back to you guys with a new version of beer reviews and beer-related stuff, beer-related content on my channel, I gotta get this review out of the way. I've been sitting on this beer way too long, and I know the craft beer purist and the hop head purist, you know, those crazy hop heads, a lot of them are in California, those obsessed hop heads are gonna say, oh my God, you've had that beer for 8 months and you haven't drank it. You can't even review it because it's spoiled, because the hops have mellowed, because of a lot of factors. And it is true. So take this review with a grain of salt, because this beer was bottled on right here. This Firestone Walker Union Jack IPA, today's beer. This was bottled on 07/12/2013. That's July 12th, 2013. It's March 2014. It's, let's see, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. This beer is almost exactly 8 months old. This was sent to me by my man Omar, Mid-City 29 Lunatic, a while back, and I just kept putting off the review. I've had a lot of things going on in my life. I kind of cut down on my drinking, and I always wanted to give this beer a proper review, so I kind of kept waiting, and I'm done waiting because this beer needs to be drank, it needs to be reviewed, and what a better way to write out 280 videos of Hoggie's beer review with a classic, much highly rated, much loved, beloved IPA. You know, I love my IPA. I've reviewed many IPAs, so I'm going to ride out with this guy right here, from the Firestone Walker Brewing Company in Paso Robles, California. So yeah, so you already know what it is. Here's the beer. Before I crack it open, Beer Advocate, rate beer, like I always do, just to give you guys an idea. And remember, grain of salt, because 8 months old. On Beer Advocate, Firestone Walker's Union Jack IPA, categorized as an American IPA at 7.5% alcohol by volume, scores a 95 out of 3,972 ratings. The bros, the guys who run Beer Advocate, also consider it a world-class beer, scoring it at 97. Jumping over to rate beer, out of a total of 1,288 ratings, it scores a 99. And again, Firestone Walker Brewing from Paso Robles, California, 7.5% American IPA. So, with that said, Spyderco knife, Firestone Walker beer with a really cool cap that's going to look good on my fridge if I ever get around to making new magnets, because I got like 30 magnets I need to make. But enough of that. Let's pop it open, and hopefully the hops haven't faded much in this beer. And I like the fact that they put something at the bottom of the cap. I don't know if, will the zoom work here? I don't know. Can't really tell. It says, "We are living beer." Are we living the beer, or we are living beer? I don't know what the hell that means. But anyways, yeah, IPA goblet, California IPA at 7.5%. Don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not retiring, I'm not going anywhere, but as far as this kind of, you know, formal, you know, routine that we've gotten into with Hoggie's beer reviews, I might just change it up. I have some things in the works, and I've been a busy boy for the last 6 months, which is why I haven't been posting with the frequency that I used to post. But whatever it turns out to be, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. We will continue to drink beer and talk about it. Call it a review, call it what you want. We will continue to drink beer and talk about it. And shouts out to my man Omar. Haven't seen him around in a while, but he's a good guy. He's come through on the trades, man. He's looked me out with a lot of California exclusives, and this right here looks good. Not too dark, not too light. You guys know I don't like the really malty IPAs. This has a nice color. It is really not too light, but not too dark. Yeah, you know, just right. It's right in the middle. I like that. You see the head, nice, fluffy, foamy, off-white head. Looks wise, it looks really good. Ooh, smells malty. Yeah, there's a definite sweetness to this to the bouquet on this beer. Yeah, there's hops. Really kind of California-ish, grapefruity, citrusy kind of smells, but there is some malt sweetness in that nose. Licorice. Yeah, dark fruit. I just gotta drink this. So thanks for tuning in for review number 280, guys. It's been fun. It's been a hell of a ride, and this smells like it's gonna be a hell of a beer. Let's find out. Like I said, grain of salt. Grain of salt. I want to try this beer fresh now. I'm going to have to go to California at some point. Seriously though, I say that because there is a strong malt character to this beer, and there is a strong hoppy, resinous, kind of biting finish on this beer, but up front, the hops are quiet. And I don't know if that may have to do with the age and the hops fading a bit, or just the original character of this beer. So take all of this with like a huge boulder-sized grain of salt. Now I've had beers that are supposedly hoppy, that are not hoppy, that do not have this kind of resinous finish. So I really don't know what to make of it, but I will say that I'm enjoying it. Now, I don't have this beer freezing cold. It's cold, but not too cold. Can't really tell you, but maybe in the 50s, mid-50s, something like that. I don't know. And of course, the warmer the beer, the more the what's my time here? The more the malt comes out. So that may be part of it, but there is just not that much of a sharp bite up front when you first taste this beer. The hops come out almost on the finish, almost on the swallow. Kind of grab the back of your tongue and put it in a chokehold. Resinous, bitter flavors towards the back end, but the front end is really more licorice, dark fruit, slight caramel, slightly, I don't want to say toasted, but it's that malt character that you would get from a malt forward beer. And the front of this is malt forward, and the back of this is hoppy resin. So once again, I don't know if it's the age of the beer or just the brew itself. If I ever come across this beer or can try this beer again, I will bring you a video, a review, an analysis. Hell, just a video of me enjoying the fuck out of it, of a fresh version of this. But regardless, from the two beers I've had prior from Firestone Walker, I know they make good beers. I won't give this a grade. I will say that it seems like it could be either a glass half full or a glass full beer, but I will hold back because of this beer's age. I would love to try this fresh, but it is good. The hops just are not there up front, but they're there on the end, which is weird. I don't remember ever experiencing that before, but aside from that, it is good and very pleasant and enjoyable to drink. You can tell that it's well crafted. The flavors are well balanced. It is not a thin beer, and it is not an overly sweet beer. So it rides the line perfectly. Yeah, just a perfect body. And even in the malt sweetness, there's a good interplay between hop flavors, hop bitterness, the lighter spectrum, and the malt sweetness, which is the lower spectrum. Good interplay. Good balance, good blend. Props to Firestone Walker. And before I hit 10 minutes, I want to thank you guys for riding with me through 280 beer reviews and almost 5 years on YouTube. And we will keep doing this, and we will be back, so stay tuned. Until then, guys, like always, thanks for joining me. Cheers. I will see you on the next one.